Hello everyone and welcome to Thirsties Live. Today we are going to talk about washing cloth diapers through the stages. And when I say stages, I mean stages of development from teeny tiny little newborn all the way through potty training. So this is hopefully going to be a helpful live just to give you some tips and tricks as your baby grows. Now, you know parenting goes this way. Once you've figured out, especially as a first-time parent, once you figure out one stage, you've got it down, that little sweetheart just goes and changes on you, right? And you have to figure out this next stage. Well, hopefully this Thirsties Live will at least give you an idea of some things to anticipate. Now, no matter what stage your little one is in, the basic laundry routine doesn't change. When you go to wash your dirty diapers, this is what you should do. You need to start with a pre-wash. Some people just do this with warm water. Some people do warm water with a little bit of detergent. The important thing, and it can really be just a quick wash cycle. The important thing is that your diapers get a really good rinse before moving on to your hot wash. Now your hot wash cycle is going to be really important because that's where the diapers actually get clean. So we've got some people. Hey, Stacy and Danielle. We've got our Thirsties groupies saying hi. Products after potty training. Yep, we definitely have a long list of products that we are just dreaming about and working on. So you'll have to stay tuned. That's all I'll say on that. But where was I? Oh yes, the laundry routine. Pre-wash, okay? That's gonna rinse out a lot of if there's any urine left in the diaper, things like that, that's gonna hopefully rinse that out, because then when you get to the hot wash cycle, you want to do hot, and probably the heaviest and longest cycle that your machine will do, okay? And you're gonna wanna use the full amount of recommended detergent for that type of load you're doing. So most machines will give you some visuals of how big your load is and how much water to add. And then most detergents, they're going to give you instructions on how much you're trying to clean and how much detergent to use. So do some reading, read the instructions on your detergent, read the instructions on your machine to find out how much water, how much detergent to use for that hot cycle. Now, if you have any questions about figuring that out, you can always email support@thirstiesbaby.com. But let's continue going through the basic laundry routine. Pre-wash, hot wash with detergent, and then at the end, an extra rinse to make sure all of that is washed out. And after you've done all of that, you should be able to sniff your diaper after it comes out of the wash, and there should be no smell of poop or pee. It should just smell like wet fabric, which actually, that's one of the nice things about using unscented detergent, is that when you do the sniff test, it really you're getting a clear representation of what kind of situation your laundry is in. How clean is it, okay? So that's the basic routine. Now, there are some things that you can do kind of like right after you change baby's diaper. Do you spray it? Do you not spray it? How much detergent do you actually use? What about stains? Things like that. That's what we're going to talk through. So let's take a look at newborn cloth diapers. So newborns are going to go through a lot of diapers. Their little bodies are just still growing up, and so that makes them pee a lot because they have immature bladder. They do lots of little poos, and the nice thing about newborn diapers, especially at that very early stage, is that really you don't have to spray them, especially if you are exclusively breastfeeding. Exclusively breastfed baby poop is water soluble. It's like yogurt. It'll dissolve and it'll rinse away in that pre-wash cycle. Now, I was talking with the Thirsties team, and Stephanie Daniel, she was explaining it as, once babies start to have the type of poos, this is going to be a little, once it's enough consistency and amount wise that you could like spread it over a piece of toast, you're going to want to rinse that, dunk it, spray it, whatever you do to remove the poo. Okay? So once it's like at that spreadable consistency, you're going to want to start to spray it. That's just going to make it a lot easier for you to clean. Okay? So newborn laundry, really not that hard. They come out clean pretty easily. We do recommend throughout all of the stages that you wash your diapers every other day. If you need to extend that to, every 2 to 3 days, you can, but you're gonna maybe need to do some tweaks like more rinsing and wringing out in between loads. Okay? So that's newborn. Now, the next transition we have is starting solids. And that's when the you-know-what gets real, right? This is a tricky and kind of intimidating stage for all parents. It's like, whoa, what's going to happen to my baby's poop? It's going to be crazy. It might be, it might not be. It really kind of depends on your little one. Someone's saying, oh, the spreadable consistency point. Yes, yeah. If I find that it's kind of gross. And this morning while I was buttering my toast, I was like, I couldn't get that image out of my head. But yeah, when it gets to be enough that it will, cover a piece of toast, best to spray it. So when your baby starts solids, obviously you're gonna need to remove that poop before putting your dirty diaper in your diaper laundry. And Fleece is going to be your best friend because poop comes off a fleece super easy. Now, you could go with a fleece liner, or you could opt to use a diaper like inside this lovely duo wrap is our all-in-two stay dry insert. Okay, so this is topped here with fleece. So this is the same material that lines our Stay Dry pockets, that lines our Stay Dry all-in-one, our Stay Dry natural all-in-one. This is stain resistant and it really comes clean quite easily. Now, you might be blessed with a baby that makes ploppable poops. Oh, can you just be grateful for that, right? If you don't have a baby that has ploppable poops, this is going to make it nice, and easy to just dunk and swish, and it should come off. Invest in some nice rubber gloves, maybe get a diaper sprayer, maybe even splurge and get a spray shield, okay? But spraying that, dunking it, is going to become essential once your baby starts solids. Now, if you're worried about staining at that point, or even during the newborn stage, remember the sun does wonders for stains, especially that exclusively breastfed baby poo stain. I mean, the sun just takes it out like no problem. If you have a stain that's kind of persistent, or say your kiddo's eating blueberries, because, blueberry poos, that's recipe for stain. Don't worry, spray it, rinse that poop off, and then at least 10 minutes before putting it in the wash, you can treat that stain with a solution that's equal parts lemon juice and water. Treat the stain, put it in your diaper laundry, and see if it's lightened to your liking during the load, okay? If it has, then you can put it in the dryer on low. If it's still not light enough, you can spray that lemon juice and water again and sun it. That's gonna that should get it for you, all right? Oh yes, ploppable poops are the best. And yes, the poo does come off easy, absolutely, with Fleece. Yes, the stay dry is amazing. I love it. I do. So that's what you can do for staining really at any stage here, okay? All right. After, let's kind of keep tracking. So we talked about newborn, we talked about starting solids. So kind of the next stage of development would be toddlerhood. So what's happening with our kids there? Their bladders are maturing so they can hold it longer. They've probably stopped pooping at night, okay? And so you can, if you find the right type of nighttime diaper that has enough absorbency for you, your kiddo can wear the same diaper all night, which is great. Once that happens though, you do want to spray your nighttime diapers, whether they've pooped in them or not. It's just gonna make it a lot easier to clean. And eventually you might wanna consider spraying all of your kiddos' diapers, because the older they get, the more mature their bladder becomes, the more concentrated and intense their urine and their poop is going to be. So spraying and just doing a nice wringing out of all of that stuff is going to make it a lot easier to clean for toddlerhood. So that's one thing to consider when your kiddo becomes a toddler. Another thing that you might need to tweak with your diaper laundry is you might need to use a bit more detergent. Like I said, that urine is concentrated. This is the dirtiest type of laundry that you guys are going to be washing. So it's okay if you need to go up, another line on your detergent, okay? Or add another half of a scoop or something. Okay, do you hang before you put in the laundry or wet bag? Are you talking about when you're pre-treating stains, Lindsay? And then I see another question here. We have dried on stains. Yes, yeah. If you have dried on stains, try that lemon juice water and let it sit for at least 10 minutes and then put it in the wash. Another thing that helps with staining is doing your pre-wash on cold. Okay, so really it kind of depends on your situation. If you've got a stain that you're trying to work out, do your pre-wash on cold, do the treatment of it. Oh dear. Do the treatment of it, and hopefully that will, help work it out for you. But yeah, you can treat your clean stained diapers with that lemon juice water for sure. Okay. And you don't, after spraying, no, you don't need to hang your diapers after spraying it. After you spray, all you should do is just wring it out so they're not like sopping wet, okay? And then put it in, okay? So, we've talked through newborn, solids, toddlerhood. Now let's preview to potty training and that kind of awkward stage when your kid's hardly producing any dirty diapers, but you still have diapers that you need to clean. Now, some families go totally cold turkey when they potty train and their kiddo has 0 diapers on them. And at that point, you're not doing diaper laundry, but you might be doing accident laundry, which you can treat basically the same as cloth diaper laundry, right? You're probably say they have an accident, and you're going to need to rinse their trainer, rinse their undies, make sure there's no poop in it. You're going to want to do a pre-wash. Do that same hot wash with the recommended amount of detergent, a heavy cycle. You might not have to do an extra rinse at this point, because the thing that's important with the extra rinse with diaper laundry is this material has a lot of different layers of absorbency that you're trying to wash and get through. Whereas, a pair of undies, it's like one thing of cotton. So you might not have to do that extra rinse when you're doing accident laundry. But it'll be very similar to cloth laundry. So It really is best when you're at that potty training stage. Maybe you're doing an approach more similar to what I did. So my kids, they had nap time diapers and nighttime diapers, probably for a good 6 to 9 months. So they were totally out of diapers during the day, except for nap. And eventually they were able to get through the nap. And then eventually they were able to get through the night. Okay, and my kids just used trainers when we were out and about during the day to catch those small little accidents. All right, so we only had like 4-ish diapers to wash every other day, maybe 5. So at that point, what you want to do, don't wait all week to have enough diapers to wash, okay? Because remember, that is concentrated stuff that you're trying to wash out. And the longer diaper laundry sits, the harder it is to get clean. Okay, so that's why you want to start at that toddler stage to spray and to wring out, okay, because it's going to make it easier to clean when you do your laundry. So it really would be best to do smaller, more frequent loads, and then you can add things like washcloths or hand towels for extra agitators, okay? And why is agitation important? That helps the detergent get into the fabrics of the diapers. So I kind of explain it like you want it to look not like a brothy soup, but more like a stew, okay? So let's say this is my washing machine. If it's brothy soup, they just kind of can float all around, but see how they're not really touching each other. If you don't have enough material inside per how much water you have, it'll move like this, right? They're moving, but there's no kind of friction between the materials. There's no agitation happening. This is not agitation. This, whoop, this is agitation. Got it? So you want it to be kind of like a soup where things can kind of dance around and slip around each other and agitate together, and that's going to help it actually get clean. So again, hand towels, drying rags, those make really good. I wouldn't do full out towels because those are really bulky. I would do smaller items that you can add into your diaper laundry just as agitators. All right, so guys, we did it. We talked all the way through newborn, starting solids, toddlerhood, and potty training, what that's going to look like for your diaper laundry. I hope that you have picked up some helpful tips along the way. If you have, please do us a favor and share this if you're in any cloth diapering groups, if you have any local friends who do cloth. Hopefully this would be helpful for them too, because our philosophy here at Thirsties from the very beginning, Erin Merrill, our founder, she wanted to make products that would make people, help people be successful cloth diapering, because people are only going to cloth diaper if they can be successful doing it. And so that's why we do these lives. We want to educate you guys, and hopefully you then can help the people that are in your community, in your circle, to consider using cloth and to make a choice that is friendly for the environment. So, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Share this video. We are going to post this as a resource on our YouTube channel tomorrow morning, so be on the lookout for that. It's always helpful to have people watch that. Even if you watch the first couple of minutes, that kind of tells YouTube, hey, this is a worthwhile video. Let other people see it. Okay, so watch for that video to drop on YouTube tomorrow morning, and thank you guys so much for hanging out. We will see you next week on Thirsties Live, okay? You're welcome, guys. Have a good one.